rises above the horizon. Another day on the road is just beginning. We are in Bratislava, a pulsating capital city with almost 500,000 inhabitants, which is the engine of the Slovak economy. From this strategic point, we are heading on one of the most important routes, the connection between Slovakia and Austria. Today, on the Europe Truck Driver channel, we will cross the border at Jarovce and Kittsee. Get ready to see how Europe has connected, and you'll see that it's much smoother today than you might think. Come with me behind the wheel and let's show you what international transport looks like today. And here we are, a few kilometers beyond Bratislava, and you can see how the landscape is changing. The Jarovce-Kittsee crossing has served for years as the main gate for transport between Slovakia and Austria. There used to be huge queues, checks, and long waits here. But thanks to the entry into Schengen, all of that is gone. The crossing is now completely seamless. No stops, no delays. Bratislava is much more than just a starting point. The city has a rich history and modern landmarks. Its roots go back to the times of the Roman Empire, when the Roman military camp Gerulata was located in what is now the Bratislava district of Rusovce. For centuries, the city was known by the German name Pressburg and the Hungarian Pozsony. After the occupation of Hungary by the Ottoman Empire in 1536, Bratislava became the capital and coronation city of the Kingdom of Hungary for nearly 250 years. With a current population of almost 500,000, the city has undergone a long evolution. In the early 20th century, for example, it had only around 70,000 inhabitants. Rising above the old town is the majestic Bratislava Castle. This imposing fortress, with a history dating back to the 9th century, was once a key center of Great Moravia. In the 18th century, the castle underwent a Baroque reconstruction into a luxurious residence for Maria Theresa. It almost entirely burned down in 1811, but was completely reconstructed in the second half of the 20th century. Today it houses the Historical Museum and the representative premises of the Slovak Parliament. Entry to the museum is around €14. Nearby we find the Gothic St. Martin's Cathedral, which holds extraordinary significance for the region's history. Between 1563 and 1830, a total of 11 Hungarian kings and 8 queens were crowned here. On its 85-meter-high tower, instead of a cross, is a replica of the Hungarian royal crown weighing 300 kilograms. Entry to the cathedral is charged as part of a tour at €60 for a small group. In the very center of the old town stands Michael's Gate, the only preserved gate of the original medieval fortifications. It boasts a 51-meter-high tower and an exhibition of the city museum. For a fee of around €5, you can enjoy a magnificent view from the viewing gallery. Other historical gems include the Primate's Palace, where the Peace of Pressburg was signed between Napoleonic France and Austria in 1805. Not far from there stands the Church of St. Elizabeth, better known as the Blue Church, a unique Art Nouveau building whose facade and interior are decorated in blue. Not far from the city, at the confluence of the Danube and Morava rivers, the ruins of Devon Castle also rise, which holds exceptional historical significance for Slovakia, as it was inhabited by Celts and Romans, but had its greatest importance as a Great Moravian stronghold. Basic admission here is around €6, with a reduced price of approximately €3. A reminder of modern history is the military monument Slavin, where entry is free, and a modern symbol is the UFO viewing tower on the pylon of the SNP bridge, which offers a unique 360-degree view. Admission to the viewing terrace is around €10. But Bratislava is not just a city of monuments. The Danube is the city's lifeline and offers great opportunities for relaxation and active leisure. You can take a sightseeing cruise, or for cyclists, there's a great bike path that runs along the river and connects Bratislava with Vienna. For those who want to get away from the city, there are also other great tips for trips. Pulsating Castle offers beautiful views of the surroundings, and at the Bratislava Zoo in Linska Dolina, you'll find about 185 species of animals. If you love wine, head to the Little Carpathians region, where Pezinok and Modra are located. These towns are the heart of Slovak winemaking and offer wine tastings and wine trails. And for nature lovers, there is Železná Studnica, a popular recreational area on the outskirts of the city, perfect for walks and relaxation. For those who want to experience Bratislava from a different perspective, Danube cruises are ideal. You can take a short panoramic cruise along the Bratislava bridges, which allows you to enjoy a view of the embankment and the historical center from the water. Another popular route is a cruise to the majestic ruins of Devon Castle, where the price of a return ticket is around 24 euros. There are also full-day cruises to the nearby Austrian town of Hainburg or even to Vienna, where ticket prices on the modern Twin City Liner high-speed catamaran start from 25 euros for a one-way trip. It is also worth mentioning the huge Gabčíkovo water reservoir on the Danube River, which serves as a multifunctional water management system. It was originally built as a joint project with Hungary, but after the project was cancelled by Hungary, the waterwork was completed as a Slovak project in the 1990s. Gabčíkovo fulfills key functions: flood protection in the surrounding areas, electricity generation at the hydropower plant, and above all, significantly improves conditions for shipping on the river, which is crucial for international trade. Slovakia, like Austria, has its own system for tolling roads. While cars up to 3.5 tons require an electronic highway vignette, známka, with prices, for example, 10-day for 12 euros, monthly for 17 euros, and annual for 60 euros, a different electronic toll system applies to commercial vehicles over 3.5 tons. For these vehicles, you must have an onboard unit, OBU, that records the distance traveled and automatically deducts the toll. For us drivers, this means mainly efficiency, greater fluidity, lower fuel consumption, and most importantly, less stress. This is true proof of how the free movement of goods and people works in practice in Europe. And that's it. We are now in Austria. But beware. Even if the border is open, one thing is absolutely crucial. To drive on Austrian motorways, you need to have your toll in order. For cars, it's the vignette, with prices starting at 8 euros and 60 cents for 10 days, continuing to 24 euros and 80 cents for 2 months, and up to 82 euros and 70 cents for a year. For trucks, it's the Go Box. Without it, you would expose yourself to unnecessary fines. So always make sure everything is paid for and working. So that was a quick overview of one of Europe's most important crossings. Jarovce-Kittsee is not just a piece of highway. It's a symbol of a modern Europe that is opening up and simplifying transport. I hope you liked today's episode. If so, give the video a like so more people can see it. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any other stories from the road. Thank you for riding with us on the Europe Truck Driver channel. And I'm looking forward to the next time.